Hey everybody, this is Joe. Joe's Premium Firewood, coming to you live Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. I'm out in my bundle assembly area. Wanted to get out here earlier before this old sun gets where I'm going to be splitting at, so I'm going to try to get there fairly quickly. And I'm going to just split this first row here and fill in this area up front. And then sometime next week, when it gets too hot to work, it's supposed to get up into the 90s next week. So I might be boating instead of doing firewood. Then I got 12 bundles there. I'm going to make another 18 more to get ready. The store still has about 40 bundles there, 40 or 50. They probably won't need any for another probably a couple weeks or a month. I know they'll probably need some before Labor Day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I was going to give you guys an update on the quads. Ted stopped by here, and I'm going to go ahead and get going on that. So I'm going to put you on this side because I got to keep you guys out of the sun. All right. Hey, Brad, thanks for stopping by. I see Taylor's Brady's new cheerleader for his baseball team while she's on the mend. So that's pretty cool for her to support. Hopefully she's back to 100%. Oh, and Mom's inside making some peach cobbler, homemade peach cobbler. It's so good. So what does Connie make that you really like? All right, I'm gonna fire this up. Oh, and the update on the quad. Ted stopped by here the other night. I did a post on. I didn't tell anybody about it. I did send one to Brad and one to Jack. But Ted looked at the quad. He like just kind of took it apart real quick. He was out running errands and he happened to be in the air and he stopped by. And when he took off the air filter, there was a bunch of oil in there. And then I told him how I let my friend borrow it. And he was thinking that maybe it was flipped over. And I'm like, well, the handlebars don't seem bent and there's no other damage. And but how else would it get in there? So that's what he thought. He cleaned it out as best he could. You know, it still kind of has that smell, but I think it's because the oil has got mixed up and is like landing on the exhaust pipe or something, and so that's where the burning smell is coming from. So that's what we're thinking. And then my friend actually came over here, and he's camping by here, and I've known him for 40 years, so I just said, hey man, did you guys end up flipping that? And he said no. He goes, my son was riding it. He goes, it's possible he did, but you would think he would have got hurt or he would have said something. And so if he says it didn't happen, then I believe him. So maybe they were going up on hills or whatnot, but this is a tool, not a toy. That's what Ted said, and I agree. So I won't let him borrow it again if he wants to go like deer hunting or riding trails, but to go out and, you know, race guys with motorcycles at the sand dunes, I can't risk losing it. I don't want to have to push this around by hand, and it's too difficult to use with my truck. So there's the update on the quad. So like I said, I'm just going to do this first row. I was going to try to get out here before I get in the sun, but that doesn't look like that's going to happen. So let's see. I should start one pull. Right. Got her going. Oh, I was also going to tell you, you guys remember the apple that I got there that I split a couple weeks ago? I took a picture of it when I delivered to the restaurant yesterday, and I showed the owner. I go, would you be interested in this? He said, sure. I told him $150 for the wood, $75 to deliver it, stack it, so $225 for it. But I said, this is like, I get it once every 2 or 3 years. It's something I can't repeat, so, but he just said they just want to experiment with it, so it's fine by me. So I sold that, and then I also got to deliver hickory to him next week. You know, all my deliveries this week were to restaurants, which is fine by me because they usually pay more. Probably send this one as is. So yeah, on what was it? Tuesday I delivered shag bark to the restaurant, and they paid me $375. Or maybe it was Monday. Anyway, one of those days last week. And then on Wednesday, the King of Firewood and I delivered to this new restaurant, which I took them just about a full truck and trailer load of mixed oak, mostly red oak, and then a Joe cord of cherry. Between the two, delivered and stacked, I got paid $775, and they're about 10 miles from me. The first delivery that I did on Monday, I got paid for the shagbark. I got $375. Yesterday, I delivered like a half cord of white oak, and I charged him $280, and he gave me like a $20 discount on our lunch. That's not bad. $280 for a half cord delivered and stacked 10 miles away. And then he went ahead and ordered the hickory and the apple. I'm gonna ask him if he wouldn't mind if I'm not sure what day. I think a Tuesday that I'll deliver to them next week. The hickory and the apple. I'm going to ask him if he minds if I live stream it. Live stream the delivery. I'm in like this warehouse, so I'm not sure about the signal. That might play a role too. But yeah, next week they're calling temperatures in the 90s. I've made it so far. So far this year, I've made it without hooking up my bedroom air conditioner. But after next week, or when next week gets here, I might just have to break down and put it in. All I know is I'm going to be hitting the lake. Whether Zach wants to go or not, it's up to him. Are any of my regular followers here? Are you here, Rogala? Are you here, Rogala? Give me a holler, Rogala. Judy Krill, Denise Williams. Try to give you guys a shout out. Randy Clay, Michael Volk, self-proclaimed #1 JPF fan. Out in Jersey. Of course, Daryl might be watching. I'm going to make some kindling here out of this small one. But I think now I got some extra money. I think I'm going to go back over to Phil's and get some more ash. I can split those around the corner of the barn, and I could be in the shade there no matter what time of day it is, unless it's at night, but I usually like working in the morning. I am kind of surprised that bundles aren't selling more. I still got 10 left in the driveway. Now the King of Firewood, he doesn't have a Facebook. He wants me to make him a Facebook profile so he can go on the marketplace and try selling his wood. And you know how I feel about his wood. It's not dry, and he's going to advertise it as dry. You know, he just takes anything and everything, just mixes it all together and puts it in one big pile. And then it's just not going to dry out that way. And what I'm worried about, if the people come here and get it, and then they think it's me, and then write a bad review about me when it's actually him. You know, I don't know what, you know, I would be his biggest customer, but the problem is, he doesn't like how picky I am. Well, when you're getting $400 a cord, it can't be like the trash he's got over there. And I'm paying him decent money for it. But he wants to get, you know, he thinks he can get the price I'm getting for his dog poop. And you got to remember, I've been doing this for 12 years. It's taken me a while to get where I'm at. I don't know why he just doesn't stick to plumbing. Like I say, he was supposed to start a new full-time job, but then, I don't know, something fell through on it. So now he's back to doing firewood. And like I say, I got money. I could have him fill bay number 2. Just cut it 16 inches. Make sure it's a good species. But he takes like every single piece of the wood. I'm not gonna be able to come over there and check on you guys. I just don't want to get want to beat the sun, you know. Don't want to have to get too hot out here. Although it's not bad. It's like 70 degrees and the humidity's low. But I think by Tuesday or Wednesday next week, it's going to be in the mid-90s. It's like I say, it's been not a bad summer. We've only had like 4 or 5 90-degree days. You know, where we live in a small town, don't try that in a small town. But in a small town, you know, it's all woods. Probably, you know, 5 degrees cooler, or 10 degrees cooler than it is in the cities. You still hear Brad? You like that Small Town song by Jason Aldean? Hit the thumbs up if you like his song. I imagine a lot of you guys are from small towns. See, there's been lots of flooding in Kentucky, so if you guys are in Kentucky, like Hot Rod Pruitt or Billy Otis, you know, I hopefully you guys have been okay from that. And then I see Pennsylvania too has had some flooding. I know I got a lot of people from Pennsylvania that like to watch. You hear, Patty? You taking a break from work? Don't you ever get a day off, Patty? Patty's a butcher by trade, so seems like she's always working 7 days a week, but work hard, play harder. I think we'll just reject these pieces, send them into bay number 2, sell them this winter. Had that knot in the middle. But I like keeping this corner filled up and just keep drawing from right here. This stuff is definitely dry. Phil's had it in his yard for a long time. Oh, and so Mike had a problem the other day with his truck. He was going to work for this other guy he works for. At like 5:30 in the morning, he was on the freeway, and U-joint broke in his truck. Of course, when the drive shaft hit the ground, you know, going 70 miles an hour, it screwed up that. So he was stranded on the highway or freeway for an hour at least. But he did get his truck home, and last I knew, yesterday he was going to go into Kalamazoo, go to the junkyards to try to find a replacement drive shaft. He was supposed to bring me some wood tomorrow. I guess that all depends on if he got his truck fixed. But I know what it's like to go through stuff. You gotta keep paying to get stuff fixed. You guys know how that goes. Some guy at the gas station yesterday came up to me, and I told him my prices. You know, I told him basically getting 400 a full cord, which doesn't include delivery. Should have seen the look on this guy's face. And I'm like, this truck don't run on water, sir. See that $3.59 a gallon? Looks like we might have another hydraulic fluid leak. Doesn't seem to be that bad though. It's coming out from where Ted replaced the O-ring at. But it doesn't, it's not gushing out of there like it was. Real slow leak. I guess when he brings back the my other splitter, the Husky, I'll have him look at it. Yeah, it's dripping. It's dripping more than I thought. Yeah, I don't know. Might do it for a few more minutes, but I don't like how that's coming out of there. Like I say, gotta pay to get stuff fixed all the time. Because that drips down and then goes into our groundwater. Doesn't help that my brother, you know, has been using it all the time lately. I think what I'll do is, instead of taking a picture, you know, once I end the video, the live stream, I'll make like a 20-second video and send it to Ted. But it does look like it's coming out of the, you know, this fitting right here, where that's where he fixed it. We put the O-ring at. I'll show you guys here in a second. Instead of splitting this whole thing here, I mean, I'm just going to fill up this front corner, this front row here. You know, that hydraulic fluid isn't cheap. But what is now? Oh. Try to hurry. You know, I want to make sure I got enough wood up here. I wanted to make 18 bundles. I got 12 made already. They deliver the store 30 at a time. Definitely the Ultra could use a bath. That's not good. I think I'll do 3 more. Split 3 more and shut it down. I know Ted will take care of me. You know, he takes pride in his work, like I do, and maybe it just needs to be tightened. I'll show my brother. Maybe he can look at it, because if he wants to use it, he's going to have to get that leak stopped. And he's a plumber, so you would think maybe putting that white tape in there, but I guess these fittings, you're not supposed to do that. You know, that sealant glue or whatever, that sealant tape. Now I'm just thinking about that, not the wood. Phil cut a lot of these short, but 12 inches is fine. You know, and I'm in the sun too, so. But I definitely would have no trouble doing the rest of this, but it's a pretty steady drip out of there. It's not spraying, but it's like drip, 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 drip. And maybe the longer you run it, the worse it's going to be. What am I supposed to do about this, Rogala? Why does stuff keep breaking down? I wanted to go over to Phil's and pick up another load and split it, but the splitter's down. I don't want it here. I don't want to have to unload. I want to split it right out of my truck. Save a step. I'll do this last big one and split some kindling, and then I'm gonna have to call it. Maybe I should finish this one first. Just trying to get done. Still got about, I don't know, 20 pieces left. Most of them are about this size. You like this shirt I got on? I like the color of the artwork that my Bill put on there. Just talked to Bill this morning, got my new business cards ordered. Alright, I'm gonna make some kindling, and then I'll show you the leak, and then I'm gonna just have to stop. Well, it's keeping the rail lubricated, dripping on that. All right, take a look at this. Can't keep running like this. Hope you're watching. Hit that thumbs up. Rogala, you here? What am I gonna do about this, Rogala? So here we go. See that? I think it's coming out of the top there. So, all right, I'm gonna make a quick video to show Ted, send it to him. I gotta stop. I don't want to keep running like that. They got enough bundles to last them there a month, so I'm good with that. So I'll make a video for Ted. Sorry about cutting this short today, but thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for making it to the end, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.